Where Stephen and Alicia Elfelt were Adeline's parents. When she was born, it was a little overwhelming, because that was the moment wherein I knew she had Down syndrome. I remember thinking, okay, this is a new adventure.
I knew that I needed to find PT, OT, speech, and more. Google search back in 2011 was a lot different than it is now. And at first, Leaps and Bounds didn't come up. And so we ended up going to a place in Upland. I had a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 0-year-old. And we were traveling an hour each way to go to just a PT place for adults. And they had like a little corner set up for kids. But I knew that wasn't the right space for her. I decided let's open that search, and Leaps and Bounds came up, and I basically scooped up Abby as a 13-month-old and put her in the car seat and drove to the place. Didn't even really know whether they were open or not, which found out they weren't open, but their door was open.
I met Alicia on a Tuesday where Leaps and Bounds was closed. It was a teeny tiny clinic. I had just started. It was just me. Alicia came in and I was in my yoga clothes, surrounded by trash and boxes and whatever I was doing. And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we're closed." And she was such a force. She said, "I know, I'm sorry, but I have to get help for my baby."
After talking with Kathy and going into the space and seeing what the space looked like, it was set up for children. I left with hope. I realized that we were going to jump right into our new adventure. She was at Leaps and Bounds for speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, as well as hippotherapy. We were a weekly, we had frequent flyer miles going on, and she was doing everything that we needed her to do at that point. So first day of 5th grade comes, Abby goes, she comes home and she's extremely tired, but that's normal, first day of school. So I was rubbing her feet and I looked down at her legs and I noticed she had petechia. Petechia is a symptom that we were told to look for leukemia.
I'll never forget the day that Alicia called me and said, "She has a rash." I said, "Okay, let's not Google, let's not WebMD, let's not go down this rabbit hole. It's just a rash. It's August, it's hot outside. Let's take a beat." And all day long, she just kept saying, "I have this feeling." And we said to her, "You probably should just go get it checked out. You're never gonna sleep if you don't." And an hour later, she called me and said, she has cancer. It was a gut punch for all of us because we had been there with her for years. And she had just gotten to this exciting celebratory place, and it felt so unfair that a person who had to work so hard just to walk and move, and knowing as a medical professional what journey she had ahead of her and what journey mom had ahead of her.
Honestly, we didn't know whether she was going to make it till day 31. On day 31, we got the news that she did the best that she could do with chemotherapy. We went from as typical of a life as possible with an ornery little 10-year-old to a child that needed a walker, needed a shower chair, a bath chair. We needed to have handles on the toilet. She couldn't move. So Abby's treatment was over 2 years. And in that 2 years, slowly, we started sessions, and then we started regular sessions. We started relearning the things that we had lost.
And today, Abby's cancer-free. She's all done with all the treatment, and she is back in the world. She is able to go to her day program and interact with her peers, independent of mom and dad. And she's able to do that again, thanks to the help we got at Leaps and Bounds.
We just had the best moment with Abby just last month. She said to us, "I am all done babies." And I thought, you're right. You come here and there's babies all around you and you are all done. That is such a win for all of us, the entire team, to hear and to see this fiercely independent girl that we met when she was an infant has come back.
I'm thankful for Leaps and Bounds because they gave me the daughter that I have today. She's able to do so many things that I don't know that Alicia and I would have been able to help her do. We needed the professionals, the caring providers at Leaps and Bounds to help us do those things. So I have a kiddo that can climb on the jungle gym. I have a kiddo that can walk across a balance beam, or ride a tricycle, or do all kinds of things that I don't know if she would have been able to do those things with just Alicia and I. So I'm super thankful for that.